Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the Lakers' amazing, great effort win on the road against the Brooklyn Nets tonight, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. Much appreciated. So guys, I think you could tell that my voice is slowly getting back to where it was again. I starting to feel it. That's why I wanted to see from this, by the time you guys are probably into this video, it's like probably 1 minute into this video, that you gotta admit, I did pretty well. So slowly my voice is getting back to normal. I still feel the effects, but with your love and support, you guys just keep me moving on when it comes to this code that I have and being dedicated to all of you. So I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me. And yeah, but without further ado, guys, let's just get right into it. I mean, you know, with the Lakers getting a big win against the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Now, there's some exceptions here when it comes down to it. Now, the return of Anthony Davis, obviously, it was it was nice to see. I mean, it was great to see, and you know, I was so impressed by the coaching staff, Frank Vogel, giving Anthony Davis some lower minutes, because he did come back with that injury. So, and he's still dealing with it. I mean, he's just, you know, wanted to see if he is ready to go. And I believe he is. I mean, even though he put up like 8 points out there tonight and not so much big numbers, his presence on the floor was something to admire, because he brought the defense to the table. And every time Anthony Davis is on the floor, the Lakers defense always improves dramatically. And and so obviously, guys, when it comes all said and done, I mean, Anthony Davis' return was a big need for the Lakers, because for these past couple of months, you know, the Lakers haven't been themselves without Anthony Davis. And when it comes down to it, you know, we had to really commend on the great performance as of late for LeBron James at age 37, giving us 33 points a game for the past 2 months since Anthony Davis went down with that injury of his. It was sensational. It was great to watch from LeBron James, and I don't think it's going to stop, because this guy is making the argument of potentially being MVP this year, because he is putting up big numbers as a Los Angeles Laker at the stage of his career, and 19 years to be exact. So it was very fun to see LeBron James, you know, doing this at the stage of his career, and it's just you know, sensational to watch. And I'm really loving seeing that from LeBron James as of late. So a great job out there for LeBron James. And then when you look at the rest of the Lakers out there, I mean, Russell Westbrook played pretty well out there tonight. A solid night for him. I believe he had, I might be mistaken, I think he had maybe 18 points. I don't know, it's the last, I didn't check his stats recently, but, you know, he had a solid night. I mean, let's be honest here. He had a pretty good night out there tonight. And, you know, when you look at the rest of the Lakers out there tonight, Avery Bradley went out there tonight and gave us a solid night, 9 points out there tonight. I believe he went 1 of 2 from the three. So his efforts on the defensive side was also out there tonight. And like I said from the beginning, I mean, the Lakers defense was improved dramatically once Anthony Davis returned to the Lakers. And when it comes all said and done, you know, the Brooklyn Nets, you know, they're not a good team also. I mean, when it comes down to it, KD is out. And then you have Kyrie Irving, you know, playing part-time. And, the only player that was out there tonight was James Harden. And, it's just the lack of shooting on their part really was the main reason why the Lakers won tonight. I mean, because of the injuries and because of a lack of shooting, the Lakers prevailed in tonight's game. And I was gonna mention it in the before, like maybe in the minute or two into the video, but I got sidetracked with Anthony Davis and the defensive improvements by uh, the Lakers by having Anthony Davis returned after being out for 2 months. So it was just one of those type of situations that the Lakers needed to achieve, and they got it. They got a win over the Brooklyn Nets at the end of the day. Um, but when it comes all said and done, you know, um, there was just a lot of effort from the Lakers out there tonight. And then when you look at the bench, Malik Monk was unstoppable. The guy was sensational when it came to the shooting. He averaged tonight, I believe, 22 points out there tonight and gave us 6 of 12 from the three. I mean, talk about a great performance from Malik Monk as of late. And, it looks like it's not going to end because he's getting some opportunities and some playing time when it comes all said and done. And, he's the guy, he's a sharpshooter. He's the guy that uh, the Lakers rely upon when it comes to the shooting efforts, and it's been sensational as of late for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, great night out there for Malik Monk, and then Carmelo Anthony giving us 13 points, and I believe he went 3 of 7 from the three. So also the shooting efforts was sensational, also from the Lakers tonight, and Carmelo Anthony was sensational on his part. When it comes all said and done. So great job out there for Carmelo Anthony. But the second unit was also, they were playing very well out there tonight, especially on the defensive side from Austin Reeves and the rest of the crew, especially from Stanley Johnson from the starting lineup. We saw a lot of solid defense on his part, and even though he didn't put up big numbers, his defense, along with Avery Bradley and Austin Reeves and the rest of the crew, was sensational to watch. And I was just so impressed. And the Lakers took this opportunity to beat a weakened Brooklyn Nets team. And this is what the Lakers need to do when it comes to certain matchups, when they don't have their certain players, their stars. The Lakers need to step up to the plate, show effort, and just win games like this. Because, at the end of the day, the Lakers are vying for a playoff run. Now, could this all change and potentially the Lakers reach the championship goals? It still remains to be seen, but it's out there. The goals are out there. So when it comes all said and done, I just know that the Lakers will prevail at the end of the day. And when it comes to certain matchups like this, and with the return of Anthony Davis, I think the Lakers will start to win more games now moving forward, and probably will have a better record with Anthony Davis's return. So, and that's been the lack for the Lakers as of late, not having, the defensive effort from Anthony Davis, and just having another big man to step up to the plate to help LeBron James and Russell Westbrook and the rest of the crew on the defensive side. And Anthony Davis was just sensational on the defensive side. And like I said, he didn't put up big numbers, and understandably, he just returned. We don't need him to, put a lot of effort on his part to give us a great performance. So he just returned. So I think in a couple of games, he will give us 20 points a game and giving us like 10 rebounds. So a game. So glad to see Anthony Davis's return. And I was just so impressed by the Lakers win over the Brooklyn Nets, and really can't wait to see more out of this Lakers team moving forward. They still have a couple more games on the road, so hopefully the Lakers will turn things around and hopefully start winning games with Anthony Davis' return, and really can't wait to see that from the Lakers moving forward. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about the Lakers win against the Brooklyn Nets tonight. And what do you think about Anthony Davis' return? And I really want to know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.